Welcome to day 19 of crypto trading. Let's go straight to the charts. Today, everything is going up today. We got Bitcoin at, it did reach 67, let's see, 67,300 was the maximum. Yeah, $67,300. Currently dropped a little bit, taking a little breather from huge pump from today. It is at 66,525, the price of Bitcoin. It did go up a lot today. Today, of course, we got a bit of news to share. Up almost 5%, 4%, 4.78% today. This is the 4-hour chart. And you can probably tell I've added the super trend on here. A lot has happened. I haven't streamed yesterday. Couldn't. Was busy dealing with stuff. But now we're back full force, and let's see. We did enter a position 2 days ago, I'm pretty sure we did, in Solana, and it came out as a loss, unfortunately. However, I mean, Solana was having very, very good days as well. Let's go look at Solana right now. Solana has been going up a lot, is what I'm trying to say. It's up 8% today, which is enormous, 8.40%, and it's been happening since here. This is the time I did my trade, so I'm going to zoom in here and turn on the volume weighted average price. This was the trade that was done right over here. I'm pretty sure I've explained my strategy too many times now. You guys should know how it works. So we look at the RSI, it indicated it was overbought, so it closed at a lower RSI level at 68. Anything above 70 is considered overbought. When it goes to 68, it's meant to drop down, which it kind of did. You can see that it went back up to overbought territory right over here. And I was really happy with this trade because we have here the psychological level at 160, which it actually did serve as a perfect resistance once, twice, 3 times, and then it broke over here. And I mean, technically, my strategy was also correct because looking at the volume weighted average price, the yellow line, the VWAP, the magnet, like I like to call it, it did come down to this almost right here and over here. On 2 occasions, it kind of bounced off of it almost. But the thing is that my target price, my take profit, was down here. The trend, the general trend of Solana was upwards, right? So it was going that way. And yeah, I clearly missed it. What am I doing? And I mean, it did come up here, right? So it was going too strong with the trend. And eventually, I didn't even draw this out. Eventually, yeah, price hits the stop loss. And it bounces off this Fibonacci level as well, which was perfect at 161. Stopped right over here. Came back down, all the way back down, right? Down to 155 approximately. And started oscillating around this zone. VWAP reset 12 p.m. right over here for the next day. So yeah, this was the trade in general of what happened. I feel like I got robbed over here. Twice it was supposed to at least get close enough to the take profit, right? But I mean, the way it works is that it's supposed to hit the yellow line. So yeah, it could have worked, but unfortunately it didn't. Can't win them all. This is the end result of the trade. I will go write it down on my Excel spreadsheet, which I also want to show you guys. I changed these 2 columns and filled in the rest with the prices of everything. The open price of all the operations I've been doing, and the close price of them as well. So that way it's a bit more organized. Before, this used to say margin on leverage, and there was nothing filled out in here because I didn't want to fill it out during the stream, so I just did that on my free time. And yeah, now it's all perfect. So, well, now we have to add the other trades. Let's go ahead and do that. Cardano was the last one that we did. We gained $95.47. But now we did a trade in Solana. This was July 18, and now we just put in the prices, you know, what price did we open this? which was, let me just copy paste honestly, because, oh, I have to do this. Okay, here we go. 158.38 and closed at 160.30 approximately. There's little decimals in between there, but I think for the price of Solana, that's perfectly fine. We've done that over here with just 2 decimal points, because you're going to notice some coins, like the meme coins, Pepe, has 4 decimal point, well, 4 zeros, right? And then 4 other digits after the decimal point. So yeah, I made sure that we have room for them. But for general coins like Solana or Bitcoin, where it has a dollar value and the 2 decimal places for the cents, like this, then yeah, that's perfectly fine. Anyways, here we lost $101.32, and we also had to pay that in commissions. ADX levels, I really don't even know if I should, what is happening? I don't even know if I should be writing these down anymore, because I kind of proved my own theory wrong. But anyways, it started off at 39, ended at 17, even though price spiked up, which makes no sense, right? For it to start at 39 to 17, like that should have been a take profit, but hit the stop loss. So this one was contradictory, and this one was also contradictory. I'm starting to realize ADX probably has nothing to do, in order for, like, to help me when I enter the trades, at least. Like, it makes sense retrospectively, looking back at the trade after it has already been made, like, oh yeah, of course, you know, ADX has a strong start and then gets weaker, so it goes back to its fair value market price, and I make profit from that. Yeah, that makes sense, right? And obviously it makes sense if it's the opposite, where it starts weak and then goes super strong in the opposite direction of me. That also makes sense. But in this case, ADX does not really help me. Anyways, we're day 19, I think, and we're only up $324. So I think it's time for a new strategy, and I've been discussing that in my last stream. I went over it a bit yesterday. I didn't go live yesterday, but on my free time, I was just analyzing a little bit to see what kind of other strategy I could probably use. Because, well, I do like this strategy, but it's more of a coin toss, honestly. Like, it could go well, could go wrong. So, would really depend. I'm going to go back to the charts here. I'm going to start deleting the trades because no longer really need them. Anyways, look at Solana though today. At 170, that is enormous. We were at 160 trying to fight for this level. We broke it, came back down to 150s a little bit. We're at 170s right now, which is insane. And it also bounced off of this Fibonacci level. We bounced off over here. We bounced off multiple times at the 160 mark. The levels, man, that I'm putting are just, they're working, right? Which I'm pretty proud of. So that's good. Yeah. I will also not be needing the ADX anymore, so I'm going to remove that. The RSI, I feel like I don't need it for this other strategy that I'm going to try out. But I like the RSI, I really do. It's one of my favorite indicators. So I'm probably just going to keep it anyways. But here's the idea of the strategy that I'm going to try to go for. It's going to be a little bit wonky at the beginning. So first things first, we get rid of the volume weighted average price. Second thing is we go into a large time frame. We do our price action analysis, just in general analysis, right? We can see we got a tighter uptrend going on for Bitcoin right now. I would say like something from here to here. I'll adjust these levels in just a bit. Like, we got something like this going on, right? Just to kind of get an understanding of, hey, we might find a really good support level at 65,000, which is where I have this level marked, right? Because this downtrend is broken. It's gone. No good anymore. Now, we might start seeing a little bit of a new downtrend, and up to where will we see that? I would suggest up to this zone right over here, which I'm just going to draw a little circle. What was I saying here? Something like this, right? I feel like that level is going to be hard to break if we're going to be seeing any downward pressure, which I don't think we will be seeing much downward pressure. Obviously, I've explained much of the news before. The Mt. Gox news, where people are getting a lot of their Bitcoins back, huge. They're considered whales now because, I mean, back in 2014, you could buy a lot of Bitcoin for free, pretty much. That stuff was so cheap. Um, but people are choosing to hold rather than to sell, right? People are being very bullish on Bitcoin. Germany is all done. That's old news now. We don't got to worry about them anymore. And I really don't see anybody who would be selling. The only, I mean, like in terms of ETFs, funds, it's only Grayscale, one of the only ones that are selling, but everyone else is buying. BlackRock is buying. BlackRock is just being crazy these days. There's a lot of accusations for BlackRock, considering, of course, the Trump assassination attempt, stuff like that. But okay, not relevant for right now. Let me just go through what I'm planning to do for my strategy. So I plan to analyze something like this, right? Look at support levels, resistance levels, uptrends, downtrends, Fibonacci's, see where the general trend of the market is going in the 4-hour chart. The 1-hour chart, though, is what really matters to me, because this will be indicative of what kind of positions I'm going to be looking for. In this case, I'm using the super trend with the periods of 5 and a lengthen factor of 5 each, right? Just adjusting those two levels. And from here, it's pretty simple to read how this works, right? If it's green, we got an uptrend. If it's red, like this, we got a downtrend. So right now we got an uptrend, clearly. Even though price is correcting, still has to correct a lot more before we officially change trends. So in the long, I just spoiled it, but in the uptrends, we're going to be looking for long positions only, right? Instead of shorts. We're not going to be looking for short positions. We're only going to be looking for long positions. So there's that. Now, how will it work? From here, we go into the smaller time frames. I like the 5-minute time frame a lot because it gives some time for the candles to form. It's not too long. It's not too short. I'm okay with waiting 5 minutes per candle. The 1 minute I think is just too fast and a lot of false signals, so I don't really use it. But yeah, 5 is my favorite, honestly. And I feel like I'm going to remove 1 minute. There we go. Get out of here. So yeah, here's the time frames that I will be looking at. And the next thing that I'm going to be looking for is swings. So we turn this thing on, Williams Alligator, which I have gone through this before. It's basically 3 moving averages of 5 periods, 8 periods, and 13 periods, exponential moving averages. And I like the format of the alligator because it has an offset that makes it look neater, in my opinion. And then what we do from here is we wait for a swing, right? We want long trades only because the general trend of the market is going up, which is contradictory because, like, from my other strategy, we would be looking for, well, in this case, longs, I guess, too. But if this was like above, we would be shorting the market, right? I would be shorting at this position to go find some money here, which, I mean, this could have worked using my old strategy. I probably should have done this. But I mean, my old strategy also gives a lot of false signals. I would do a risk reward 1-to-1 as well, which I'll explain in a bit. I do not like. And that would have been a successful trade, right? Overbought, you short the market towards the VWAP line. It does reach the VWAP line and further. Sometimes, though, as you saw in the Solana trade, it will hit the VWAP line and then just continue bouncing up because the trend is so strong that the price is continuously moving upwards, right? The VWAP line will go up like this. What the heck? Turn this magnet off. And it would just bounce and then continue going up if the trend was stronger, though. So it's not necessarily the case here. That's why I would prefer to use this strategy if the market is, if there's no trend in the market, if there's no general trend, if it's just flat, then yeah, you could certainly probably certainly use that strategy, in my opinion. Here, this also would have just worked immediately, right? Even if we were longing this position, we would be able to, hit that VWAP line, which it did hit, and that would have been a successful trade. Risk reward 1-to-1 would have been down here under the Fibonacci level as well, which would have worked. But unfortunately, no, I will not be using that strategy, at least for the moment being. This is just a demo account, like I always say, so there's no real risk, but I'm going to be using it this format. So what I'm looking for with this strategy, like I said, is for all these three moving averages to be pointing upwards like that. When we get that, it means that the market is obviously starting to go up. And let's say price is doing this, right? The idea is we would grab our long position, enter it here. We put a stop loss about 5 ticks below that swing and a risk reward ratio of 1 to 2. And if we're feeling confident in the future, maybe it would be 1 to 3. And this is the idea of the trade, right? If it makes sense. I'm not sure if this makes sense, but like those are the moving averages and this is the projected general direction of the market, right? Because we are supposed to be in an uptrend, price in general goes up, you follow the trend, right? If it's going down, you see in the 5-minute time frame, you don't enter, you wait for a swing to form. When all the three moving averages cross, then that is your signal to enter. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. And it's better because the risk reward ratio is there, right? I could get $200 and only risk 100 rather than the other strategy. I was risking 100 or gaining 100. The price is obviously likely to go down as I have proven on my Excel spreadsheet, right? Price is likely to most of the time go down in my favor. I don't know how to see exactly how much is my success rate. I have to fix some of this stuff later on. But like we're still up, right? We're still up 10,324 from the 10,000 that we put in. We're not in a negative position, although we did start negative, but we quickly recovered from that. We are still down 142 from our highest, right? So we were at a very high level. But obviously, like, eventually you will lose multiple times. And a win will not compensate for one if you're using a risk-reward ratio 1 to 1. However, in this case, if you're using risk-reward ratio 1 to 2, then yeah, like you will have one winning trade will compensate for 2 bad ones. Later on, like I said, we can use maybe 1 to 3 to compensate 3 bad ones. Now, mind you, of course, the more you increase your risk-reward ratio, the harder it will be for the price to actually hit your target before it actually reverses. I feel like 1 to 2 is perfectly fine because it's close enough and it gives you a positive outcome. 1.5, I think it's all right, but honestly, I feel like it's too much work. You might as well just go for the 2, right? And it's likely to hit that regardless if your projection of the market is correct. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. And I do have to find a way. I'm trying to think, because like I just want this to be here, right? I think I know as of right now that the whole market is going to be showing me the uptrend and the super trend indicator and the 1 hour time frame. But I wanted to show me like some way to know this in the 5-minute time frame, what the 1 hour time frame tells me. You could probably like leave a text saying that it's going up or something. Nah, but I don't feel like doing that. I'll know that this is going up. Everything in general, honestly, is going up. Phantom is up 10%. I just want to see what it's at. It's still at 51. How is that 10%? Okay, anyways. Ethereum. Big news for Ethereum next week. As we know, we're getting ETFs. More news on that later. I know we're having an uptrend for Ethereum. You know what? I'm just going to go through everything in the 1 hour time frame, and then I'll go through everything again in the 5-minute time frame, knowing that everything is up. And if there's something that's going down, I'll write a little note for myself so that I know. But for now, everything going up. And let me also turn on my trading view to notify me. Wait, I don't even need to do this actually, because we're not using the RSI really that much. But I like the RSI, honestly. I'm just still going to keep it there regardless. Okay, so Ethereum still going up, 2.43%, not as much as everybody else, every other coin, but it is $3,489.58, which is pretty good, considering it was at just under 3,000, maybe a week ago or two. Ripple is up 5.55%. It was down yesterday, and this is in a downtrend. So Ripple, you would look for shorts, short trading. and XRP. Short. I'm just writing these down for myself. That'll be interesting. Okay. Litecoin. It's up 2.67% today. The market trend is upwards. Price is 73.22. This downtrend is no bueno. Gonna remove it. This uptrend is looking fine. What is going on here? Let me just increase the time frame. Okay, so we got a nice uptrend. Yeah, for sure. We got resistance over here. I'm just gonna draw it out so that I know in case I do find an opportunity to enter into Litecoin. For now, that's what we're looking at. Can I make this a dashed line instead? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're looking at least in the 4-hour chart. 1-hour chart, we're still going up, so that's good. Cardano is next. It is up 3.84%. We did a trade over here that was positive because we shorted that. We shorted in an uptrend, which is what the other strategy is good for. But anyways, we're not using the other strategy anymore. This is a downtrend as well for Cardano. Interesting. I didn't expect them to be showing me downtrends in the 1-hour time frame. Hey, maybe they know something that I don't. It's at 43 cents. Green candle on the 1-hour chart. We'll have to look at what the 5-minute chart says. But for now, we're looking at the general trends of the market. Dogecoin is up at positive 5.58% and 12 cents with 55. Good for Dogecoin. Solana, I kind of don't want to operate Dogecoin anymore, by the way, on a side note. I might replace it on my general portfolio of all these coins that I have up here, my favorites, but we'll have to see later on. Solana we did analyze already. Nice levels that I drew out here where it respected the prices perfectly, right? Respected it here, 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 here. Down, well, this doesn't count. It's the super trend line. But here a couple of times, over here, and then over here. So really good levels that was drawn there. As the time has been progressing, it's still at 170. Oh, 169 it dropped. Well, it's fine. Still going up in general, which is what we like to see. Huge day regardless for Solana. Like, my main account is thriving because of it. Shiba Inu is down, and we have some news about Shiba Inu, which I will love to explain. Let me just also note that SHIB is also down. I also kind of do want to replace Shiba Inu out of this portfolio, but we'll have to see. Price is 0.0017. It's still up in general, 3.31%, but the general trend is down, according to the super trend. So we'll have to see. So far, I'm going to be shorting, possibly shorting, Ripple, Cardano, and Shiba Inu. Binance Coin is up 3.53%. Nice levels again that I drew out here. Pretty sure these were not here yesterday. Of course not. This uptrend, though, well, I drew this in the 4-hour chart, so it's going to look a little funky. So I just have to readjust the levels. I think we'll be fine. I'll probably just put this over here. Or over here, I guess. General trend of the market is still up, though, so we're fine. It did meet the 600 zone over here, but it bounced off of it. Did not cross it. It was at $599.02. That we were that close. Now we're just congested in this zone right over here, which serves as a support right over here from this level, which was a resistance. So yeah, looking fine for Binance Coin. Current price is $588.26. Let's look at Phantom. Again, it's up 10%, but it's still 51, which is frustrating. It's because it was down here yesterday, I guess. So that's the 10% movement. Not that it was like that from a long time. This uptrend, sorry, is, I think it's gone. Let me turn off the super trend. It's kind of distracting in the longer time frames. I feel like this could probably work for now. And this is the older one that we had. Oh. Just micro adjusting these levels. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, 51 cents, up 10%. And general market trend is up, so we're good. To look for long trades, if we see a positive swing, Pepe price is 0.0012. Good day for Pepe as well. Pretty decent. It's 5% up. And yeah, general market trend is still up. Toncoin, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be down. Yeah. So it's at $7.29. It's up 0.46%, barely any movement. Toncoin always likes to do its own thing. So yeah, looks for shorts in Toncoin. I'm going to write that ton. Okay. Now we can go into the 5-minute time frames. I don't know if this is going to be taking too long or anything, but let's see. Did we get that upswing in Bitcoin yet? We did not. So nothing in Bitcoin. Ethereum, no upswing. We're looking for a downswing in Ripple. So that's next. I'm just going to look for the downswings first. We already had an upswing here. We're looking for that downswing, so nothing in Ripple. Cardano was also downtrend, so we'll look for a negative. We do have one here, but I think I might have missed it, right? It should have happened over here when I should have entered the trade. I think it's not too late. I could still do this. Let me just draw it out, how it would look. So we were to enter like this, and what would be considered the last swing? I would say this one, right? Let's give it 5 ticks. So by 5 ticks, it's just like the tiniest points that the chart level measures, right? You ignore these two last things over here. You just want to increase this amount. So it's like 32, right? That's the way you read this. 32 plus 5, of course, 37. So our stop loss would be there, right? Just 5 little ticks above that. And a take profit would be risking 1 to 2. Something like this on Cardano is what I would look for. Not financial advice, because we're in a downtrend, right? So market should be making lower peaks, lower valleys. And let me see. This looks okay for the stop loss, right? Because if price suddenly reverses and starts shooting up to the 45 level, yeah, I don't want to be there if I'm shorting. And if it comes down as well, I think that should be fine. What is this line? I probably have some very, very old trade in here. I definitely do. Short position, is it? Okay, hold on. Because I have multiple, so I don't know which one is which. Yeah, this one's got to go. Short position, that one's got to go. Long position, that's got to go. Just to clean up the graph a little bit. And a circle. I don't need a circle anymore. Probably some specific line I was looking for. Yeah, everything else is good. Okay, so here is our levels that I'm going to try to go for. And we're supposed to short this coin. Here I'd have to put in the levels, of course. And oh, of course, here is where I would actually use my risk calculator, which I haven't shown in a while too, right? Because it was getting kind of useless with my what do you call it? Although I think I could still manage to calculate what I want, because I'm planning to only risk 50% of the accounts in every trade, right? Stop loss will always be this level, 5 ticks behind this swing. And take profit won't matter for now, so I'm just going to hide that. We want to risk $100. Why 100? Because it's 1% of our total equity, our total balance, right? So if we have 10,000, wish we had 100,000, 10,324, you get 1% from that, it's $103, right? So that's approximately what we want to be risking on this trade. How about 103? It is kind of coming up, so I'll just let it rise. It's better if it does go up, honestly, for me. Stop loss, though, that will not change. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. And then I'll adjust the take profit, which is 1 to 2. You can add that later on. You're not going to get a take profit immediately. You're probably going to get a stop loss immediately. But we're still in the downtrend, so I think this is valid to enter. I'm just going to drop this to risk a little bit more, 103. There we go. So we've shorted the market. Let's go here. Let's adjust the levels that we have. So the open price is this. I just have to adjust that over here so that that's perfectly reflected. Stop loss did not change. That's still the same. I kind of want these levels to not show. The labels on the price scale. Yeah, I don't want that to show because it's too much numbers that are confusing me. But what is this 43? Oh, that's my entry. Okay, that's my entry. This is also my entry. This is the current price. That's what it signifies. And then to take profit has to be risking 1 to 2, which would bring me here. Whatever this level is, I'll just copy it. Profit level 42 cents, 90, which is good. I'm kind of proud of that. So we'll add take profit. So since we're risking 100, we're going to be getting 200 as a reward if we get this trade correctly done. So that's what I like to see now. Right? We're going with the trend of the market, I think. So we should be fine. Right? Then the 1 hour chart, we have the super trend going downwards. So this should continue going downwards, hypothetically. That's the idea, at least. The next thing that was going down was... We already looked at Ripple, Cardano, Shiba Inu. Let's see if it's still going down in the 1 hour chart. It is. Let's go to 5 minutes. We do have a downswing as well. But this swing happened, I think it's too late. It's been a valid downswing since like over here. So I probably would not enter this. I don't see, I feel like the offset alligator is kind of confusing me. I might just switch to just the 3 regular exponential moving averages. Maybe in the future. I'll configure that later on. I don't want to bore you guys with that. And I also have to get to the news, so I'll try to speed things up here. Let's look at Toncoin. It is also going down a little. See if you find any downswings. No general upswing or downswing. It's pretty neutral and everything is crossed in with each other. Actually, we might be seeing a start of a downtrend. Hold on. So down, nothing here. If these 3 start pointing down together, then that's the start of the downtrend on the shorter time frames, which would signal an entry for me. The rest is uptrend. So let me look at Ethereum, 5-minute chart. It's going down. Litecoin, we already looked at Ripple, which was going down. Litecoin, we're looking for uptrends, which we do not have right now. I think the general market is coming down a little bit, a lot. So I think we did the right thing with Cardano there. Dogecoin, how is Cardano right now? We're positive at least? We are. We're positive $18. But this time we're not expecting 100. We're waiting for 200 this time, which, because we're doing the risk reward 1 to 2. So it'll be more. Dogecoin is coming down, but we're looking for uptrend, upswings only, right? So no entry for Doge. Solana, I kind of missed the entry because the uptrend would have been right here, right? And it's kind of curving down a little bit, so I won't enter that. Shiba Inu, I think we already saw that. Yeah, sorry, skip that. Binance going down. Phantom, it's going down. We need it to go up. Pepe is the last coin we have to look at, which is going down significantly. So yeah, we have to wait for an upswing, which probably not going to happen. So our only entry right now is Cardano, which we'll keep a look at. We want the market to drop. So looks like it is going to correct for now. Let's move on to the news. What's been going on in the White House?
As early as this weekend, a speech has been drafted. Multiple Democratic sources. This is happening all of a sudden. Everyone said it would happen gradually and then all at once, and that's what's happening. According to my sources, President Biden has agreed to step down as the Democratic nominee.
Oh, man.
That's the news, at least, is that Biden is likely, It's not saying, he's saying that he agreed that it's official, but this news is from 2 days ago, and I'm pretty sure that Biden dismissed those claims. Like, we were also getting news like this, like Biden has begun to accept the idea that he may not be able to beat Donald Trump and may have to drop out of the presidential race. He did always mention that he will still stay the president until the elections come, but people are questioning whether or not Biden is going to stay in office, to be reelected against Trump. And I'm pretty sure he already came out with something saying that he won't. Like if I look up Biden, it was either this account or the other account. Nope. 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 Man, this guy is putting too much out there. Yeah, no, never mind. I must have dreamt it or something. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it's not fully confirmed yet. But that's what most people have been discussing, is Biden going to drop out. Here's what Trump has to say, though. He's been at the RNC rally, the Republican Party rally. And he's actually talking good stuff to crypto holders.
I will
right?
ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody.
That's huge.
To the nation's 50 million crypto holders, I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
That's big.
I will also...
They cut it out, but I'm pretty sure he also says he will also make Bitcoin... Oh, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's rumors that Trump will announce that Bitcoin will be a strategic reserve policy for the United States. There's thinking that he might announce that next week. Next week, if you don't know, is in Nashville, the Bitcoin conference, and Trump is going to be speaking there. So there's that, possibly. US dollar backed by Bitcoin, that's going to be massive. BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, they're looking at crypto, right, to be there, because they're going to be ditching the US dollar. They're looking at crypto to possibly manage their payments, right, on a decentralized network. I also gave some news that, Donald Trump might nominate Jamie Dimon, or Demon, I don't know how his last name is, but he's the CEO of JP Morgan Bank. He's always been anti-Bitcoin, anti-crypto, but he's saying now that Jamie Dimon, has suddenly changed his tune on his anti-Bitcoin stance. So now maybe he's pro-Bitcoin. They're starting to realize the power of things, possibly. Man, I saw this and I'm like, this is so cool. They should make this into an actual statue, right? I don't know, put it next to the White House. And I also read to you guys some news one time that Xi Jinping might have had a stroke. He says that it's fake, he's here, and fine. So that was fake news. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Everything that I'm showing you, especially from Twitter, it's always just trust me bro news, right? Here's something that's not trust me bro news, though, is that yesterday, I think, I feel like it's been so long because I didn't even stream yesterday, but there was an exchange in India called Wazir X, kind of resemblant to Bing X, spooky, but they got hacked, right? $230 million of assets were abnormally transferred to a different wallet, right? They dumped a lot of different coins like Pepe, Shiba Inu. Here's the list of all the coins, right? $230 million in assets stolen, which was the majority was in Shiba Inu, which is $102 million. And remember, this was July 18th, so this was yesterday. If you go look at Shiba Inu, yesterday, SHIB, USDT. Yesterday we had huge drop because this guy sold $100 million in Shiba Inu, right? Which is 5.43 trillion Shiba Inus, right? It's not the money, but that's how many Shiba Inu tokens, right, that were sold. A lot of Ethereum was also sold, 52 million. Polygon Matic, 11 million was sold. Pepe, 7.6 million was sold. Just the stablecoin of USD Tether, there was 5.79 million. And 3.5 million of Gala. Yeah, he's just selling all of it. And there's a bunch more, of course. Jasmine, Fetch, Sandbox, Coty, 1 inch. I don't know the rest. Chainlink, of course. Phantom was also sold. How much was it? 3 million in Phantom was sold. That's concerning. And yeah. And what else has been there? So yeah, it's just this hacker transferred a lot of assets over to his own wallet. I don't know if he got caught or anything. Yeah, here they're showing that they started selling so much Shiba Inu that it had a big impact in the price, right? Here's all the proof of all those transactions, and boom, look at that dip that it caused. Massive selling, right? Yeah, that's pretty scary news, but regardless, like I don't think it impacted Bitcoin too much, right? July 18, like, yeah, we had a dip over here, but it wasn't too harsh, right? Like, we had a worse one over here for absolutely no reason, probably whales just taking profits. This was a scam, like a hack, that caused this price drop. But even so, after that, today we had a big pump. And a lot of it is because of the upcoming news we're getting next week. First news is Ethereum ETFs coming out Tuesday. We all know this, and people also are just buying a lot. This chart right here is showing the reserves, the balance of Ethereum on all of the exchanges is coming down. People are buying a lot of Ethereum. There's not much Ethereum, right? There's still a lot more, of course, but you know, they're dropping the reserves on the exchanges. Like, people are starting to accumulate it in anticipation for the Ethereum ETFs, right? Which is massive. So that's good. And today we had a global outage. That's probably on top of every news board on CNBC. Microsoft CrowdStrike issue causes largest IT outage in history. It made everything drop today. Most of like the cybersecurity companies, tech companies, right? CrowdStrike being the main company that dropped a lot. Like, if I find CrowdStrike holdings, yeah, it's down a lot. It took a huge dip down to 270. It did come back up a little bit to 302. And this happened overnight. I was asleep, but you know, people all around the world and at midnight, like 3 a.m., Australia or whatever, yeah, they suffered this. Or the UK, I heard. It was global, right? Everywhere this happened, where people, they got the Microsoft blue screen, you know, that appears when you, it's like, I don't, it's only happened to me when I got a virus once, or like my laptop is old, runs out of memory or something. You get the blue screen of death is what this is right here. Yeah, here. And yeah, it caused delays with airports, with flights, right? They're using Windows servers to run all of that stuff. The world is running on this kind of thing. And an outage will just completely destroy everything. Hospitals, banks, yeah, a lot of stuff was affected. A lot of scheduled flights delayed, canceled. Here's like, as soon as the outage happened, everybody had to go into an emergency landing, and then the flights just stopped. I don't know if this is an eternal GIF loop. Oh, yeah, here that looks like the planes are... No, I have no idea what I'm looking at, but pretty sure everything just stops flying, right? On Flight Radar 24. You could track all of the flights all around the world, and you know, everybody had to stop because of that global outage. They did release an update, which is what caused it, right? Some patch, and they're blaming Microsoft that, oh, there was an issue with like their software, some kind of incompatibility that made the systems crash. So pretty sure they were working to resolve it. I'm pretty sure it's all resolved by now, I think. I don't even know. But my computer's perfectly fine, right? So, yeah. that's what's been going on. And yeah. Yep. Wow, I've been streaming for 45 minutes. That was very, very fast. Oh, why this is important to crypto, I forgot to mention, is that, centralized networks go down. But that isn't an issue for decentralized networks. What is the king of decentralized networks? Well, Bitcoin is, and that's why it had a huge pump. Maybe also what caused this big pump was Donald Trump rally. Donald Trump always talking good about crypto. Makes people want to buy more. What is this saying here? Price levels. XRP. Yeah, XRP was actually, the reason it was going up 2 days ago at least was mainly because I think in South Korea, they started buying a lot of, was it a lot of Bitcoin or a lot of Ethereum? Pretty sure it was a lot of Bitcoin that South Korea started buying. You could probably find the news, right? If I look up South Korea. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. All right. Sydney Sweeney's in South Korea. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Bitcoin, South Korea, Bitcoin, some news like that. No, this is from April. XRP, oh, it's XRP, I'm blind. They started buying XRP, of course, that's what's been happening. Okay, what am I even looking at here anymore? There was some new, I wrote ZRP, oh, okay, that's why. I can't see my keyboard. It's dark in my room, and my microphone is in my face. So yeah, Ripple is becoming the most popular coin in South Korea because they were expecting the SEC to drop the charges to settle the case. XRP has been pressured down a lot because of the SEC suing them, right? So yeah, that's what's been going on with XRP. It probably even tells me the news here and I just completely ignored it. I got confused with Bitcoin. Yeah, no, never mind. Not much here. Anyways, I do also want to, before I leave forever... Wait, what is this? Hacker News. Yeah, okay, this is the Wazir X news. $230 million. Lucky guy. Bonk is up 19%. A lot of the meme coins, I think. Mog coin up 17%. What even is this? Arweave is up 14%. Although the majority of the coins are up. Phantom is up 10%. I still understand. It's still 51 cents. That isn't too much. I was expecting this to be at least 60 cents for it to be up a lot. But no. But it's okay. Fetch, or ASI, is up 7%. Dog with Hat, 7%. Near Protocol, 7%. Helium as well. The graph, I don't like that. What's down? Mantra, OM. It's only down like 1% though. That's the most that it's down. Pendle is also kind of down. Maker. Yeah, these are in general down together, I recall. Or they're either up together or down together. But yeah. In general, great day for crypto. Fear and Greed Index. It's starting to come up a bit from neutral into, what is it, greedy? Yeah, greedy territory. We're entering that. And then extreme greed is like all-time high prices, which we had that in March, right? When Bitcoin was at its all-time high. We're getting there, almost, right? So that'll be interesting to see. And just look at the watch list. Yeah, everything is just doing great today. The coins, at least, that I care about. Cardano kind of dropping, kind of coming back up. This is the first trade in our new strategy. Let's see how it goes. Gaining 27 so far. All right. Yeah, so can't wait to show how this goes tomorrow. Well, like I said, we fine-tune the strategy little by little, depending on how things go. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and see you tomorrow. maybe tomorrow's Saturday. I don't even know if I'm supposed to stream on the weekends. I might stream. Probably not. It's a 50-50 like my trades. Alright, so we'll see. Depending if I win or lose on this trade. Alright,